Yeah, we back.
I'm back.
It's been a while.
I don't know who I am anymore.
It's been a while since we've gone live. It's been almost a whole 4 or 5 minutes.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I stay ready.
Predictions.
We ain't got nobody watching us.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have we will have a competition. We're gonna come back to this video next year and we're gonna see who has the most correct predictions in the comments for Tesla in 2019. You have to get your predictions in before the end of January. The winner is gonna get a Hot Wheels Tesla car.
What?
Okay, so just to be clear, like your guesses have to be specific. You can't just say Tesla's gonna produce more Model 3s than they did in 2018.
Because you know they are.
I mean, come on, duh. You know, we need numbers.
And you guess what, Bob? You win. You win. Because this video is going to be dope.
Okay, so my random predictions and guesses, and we'll all be able to come back and see how wrong we are in a year. And we're also going to do this with a Model Y event. Some specific with a Model Y when they have the event. Hey, Arthur. I don't know if he's in the live stream.
I don't think so.
I think he posted it on the other videos, and I'm saying hey to him.
Well, if you're here, Arthur, come on and join the live event.
Okay. So I think that if you watched the last video that we just did, you know that I'm not really happy about the colors that are available. I think at least one new color is going to be introduced.
What color do you think? You got to be. You just told them they have to be specific. Now, come on, now.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm not going to say exactly what color. I don't know what's going on in their mind like that.
You need to say what color.
I'm just saying the number of colors that I think is going to be introduced.
Well, give me one color that you think gonna be brought to the table.
I think they could easily bring back silver, or they could do another shade of blue or another shade of red. I would like to see the signature red be brought back as a normal color.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I love that signature red. It's so pretty.
They need a regular blue.
You mean a dark blue?
Yes. Regular blue. But I'm not saying they're gonna bring back blue, but I think they're gonna bring back silver.
Yeah, they have 3 cars. They're making 3 cars. They're only using 5 colors. That's a lot of vehicles out there that are going to look the same. I think it's going to get a little tired. And it kind of makes it. But it makes the brand not age gracefully when you have so many cars that are going to look the same.
But they'll need to come out with none of them crazy colors now. Don't give us orange.
Orange is kind of a popular color, like on the slide, like that rust burnt orange. That's kind of like a popular color with a lot of other car manufacturers.
You are the problem.
I didn't say I like the color. I just say when people when they unveil their concept cars, a lot of them are in that burnt orange color.
That's because it's a concept.
Why are you getting mad at me? I think it's just a color that just shows the lines of the car really well.
Yeah, mustard. Doesn't that sound nice?
Okay, you want a specific color? I think Tesla is going to produce 360,000 vehicles in 2019.
Ooh.
360,000.
And I'm going to go for 361,000, Bob.
The price is right. You can't. Were you going to do this the whole video?
That's what I think. No whammies.
I think the Model S and X refresh will be available for order by Q3. Might be that's what I'm really worried about because they might not do a refresh at all.
I'm gonna say Q2.
They said they're gonna do one, but Q2?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 2.
Okay.
I think 2 is the time where you need to get people and then they can prepare for those other quarters.
Okay, we can go with some features. We can skip that one because that's already a thing. I think it will have wireless phone charging.
Got to.
Okay. Okay.
That's not a guess. It better.
The exact. Oh, I have an exact month on here. I think it's gonna be September.
That they
So
gonna do
more
the
specific.
Okay.
September. SNX refresh.
I'm gonna say July.
Okay.
July. You say Tesla will sell fewer Model S in 2019 and 2018.
I don't think that's specific. I'm gonna say they're gonna sell. Well, now that I know that the battery it's a lot more expensive, so even with the refresh, I'm gonna say that Tesla will sell 10% fewer Model S's in 2019.
And I'm a gamble. I'm gonna say they're gonna sell more.
Really?
Yeah.
By how much?
I don't
You
know.
wanna just throw out a percent.
I don't know, but I'm gonna just say more.
Oh, okay. Feel okay. Throw them out there. Just throw them out there. We're gonna gamble. A couple of features that I think are going to be in the refresh. The Model S and X are going to get the Model 3's ventilation system. I've sat in the car and used it. I think it's great. Because if something could be improved with the Model S, I think the air vents, they don't blow very hard. They're kind of weak. But the Model 3, that thing really blows.
Gajunk. Is that the noise that they make after you tell a joke?
Ba-doom.
Oh, okay. There we go. Mine sounded weird.
Thank you.
Gajunk.
I think that's the noise they make when someone falls.
Oh, okay.
I think they're going to improve the center console. It'll probably be more like the Model 3. You'll actually be able to store something under your elbow, under that portion. That's,
That little flap thing, like it flip up.
it doesn't flip up in the Model 3.
I know it need to
Yeah.
flip up, that thing. Yeah. I think it, because that's some wasted space right there.
But that isn't much of a, I don't even know if that could count. That's not really specific. Here's one. I think the 2170 cells will be added to the S and X in the Model S and X refresh. So you think they're going to add the new battery cells or stick with the old ones? The
I think they
18650s?
gonna refer to them something. They're not gonna call them cells anymore. How about that? They're gonna give them a funny name. And everybody gonna change how they start talking about battery cells.
Okay. And the new max battery, if they announce it, is going to be 130 kilowatt hours, and the new minimum battery is going to be 90 kilowatt hours. So I think they're going to bring back the 90D. They're probably not going to call it that. It's probably going to be just a standard range. So somebody's going to have to either tear down the battery or hook up something to see the actual usable capacity. But I think it's going to be around 90 kilowatt hours and 130 kilowatt hours.
Ooh. I don't know anything about batteries, so I'm not gonna comment on how many hours they will last or whatever.
How many hours they will last?
Shows you my.
That's not what that means. We're gonna do battery lessons today.
No. Rivian. Disappear.
Here's a prediction that I think is a little out there that no one's talking about. I think they're gonna offer upgrades on older battery packs. I don't think the older battery packs need upgrades. I think they're just gonna do it because the warranties are going out, and that makes some people uncomfortable, and people might just want more range. If you have the old 60 kilowatt hour battery, you might be down to like 180 miles on a full charge by now. So you might be
Tesla's
able
so
to.
nice. Tesla's so nice.
I don't think they're gonna give it to you for free though.
Tesla's so nice.
I think that is a way to get some revenue out of someone who doesn't want to buy a new car. So
I'm about to say Tesla's so nice. You go out there to Toyota. What's wrong with it? The warranty gone? Okay, it's gonna cost you a grip. It's gonna cost you a grip.
yeah. Okay, Model 3. I think the base battery will be available for order in May. But it will have the premium interior. And I think the $35,000 version won't be available until Q4 of this year, in October.
I'm gonna say base battery. I'm gonna go with July again. I'm gonna go with July. The 35K version will not be available until October. I'm gonna say September.
Oh, glass is half full.
Cause Elon likes to throw stuff out there sometimes.
I feel like it was a couple months ago. He said that they couldn't, like at this time, they couldn't make the $35,000 version without losing money. So I think they still have some price reductions they have to do before they can get there, and that's like reducing the price of each little component by just pennies to get it there, and I think that's gonna take a little time
Man,
just to get every little part just down just a little bit in price.
Elon been smoking dope, and y'all been trusting everything he
Don't
been
say
saying.
that on the videos. Don't accuse Elon of smoking dope.
He was smoking on the
He
radio.
was smoking dope. He
What do you
actually,
mean? I didn't accuse him of anything.
I forgot. I completely forgot that he really was smoking.
He was smoking. What are you talking about? I didn't accuse him of anything.
I was like, oh yeah, he did.
I'm like,
smoke
accuse him?
Well, maybe he didn't inhale. We don't know if he inhaled. Okay, so
How?
you don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
Okay, I don't know, but I know he had dope in his hand.
Okay, so the Model Y, the reveal is expected in March, but that's at the end of a quarter, and I think they're going to be pushing to do more deliveries. I think it's going to get delayed. A lot of the announcements get delayed anyway. I think the Model Y reveal is going to be in April. It will not have Falcon Wing doors, unless it's a 2-door car. I don't think it's much of a chance that it's going to be a 2-door car. This whole point of the Falcon Wing doors is to help you get into the next row.
I think it's gonna have Falcon Wing doors.
Really? You think they're going to double down on Falcon Wing doors?
What you mean?
They had some issues with the Falcon Wing doors in the early Model X's.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I think they still gonna put them.
But to be honest, I really haven't heard any issues
I think
for
they,
a long time.
I think they still gonna put them in there. That's like a selling point for to make their cars like kind of stand out.
Definitely has some wow factor.
Yeah.
Factor. Just seeing doors that open like that.
It gives you that futurist vibe, without being like corny with like a crazy color, weird wheels. It kind of gives you like, dang, this is some new stuff.
I think they're kind of like those DeLorean doors. Like,
Yeah.
But it's something about, even though they kind of look the same. I think
Wait, don't the DeLorean doors?
they're more like,
Don't they swivel?
no, they go up too.
They go straight up. I feel like
But they don't hinge. I don't think they have like a double hinge. It's just a gull wing door. So it's just it's not as sleek or as complex as a Falcon Wing door.
I think they're gonna have them on there.
Okay. I don't think they're gonna be. I think the base price of the Model Y is going to be $47,000. They've been announcing the price at the reveals, so I think they're going to announce the price. And I think it's going to be $47,000.
I'm gonna say 52.
I think a lot of people think it's going to be $40,000 since the base price of the Model 3 is $35,000, and the Model X was supposed to be $5,000 more than the Model S. So a lot of people thinking that the Model Y will be $5,000 more than the Model 3, but the Model 3 isn't $35,000 yet, and they're struggling to get there. So I think it's going to be 47.
I'm gonna say.
I think they're going to be safe with the price.
I'm gonna say 52.
Okay. The Tesla Semi.
Honk, honk. Limited first deliveries to customers that ordered the most units in December.
Yeah, I think they will make a couple deliveries in December. I feel like that's probably not going to happen. I feel like that's a bad guess. The more I think about it.
You think in December?
Yeah, because they haven't really announced a whole lot of production. They only have 2 test cars out, 2 test vehicles out. So, I mean, it could be closer to December of next year. I don't know.
I don't know about this year.
Yeah.
They would have to really get to work. But anyways, there may be a Model X like delivery event September 20. Wait,
With the Model X, they did a delivery event when it first came
oh, you
out,
talking about back
and they
then.
delivered like
True.
I don't think they delivered 20 vehicles, and because they said they wanted to deliver them on a certain date, and they did it, but they delivered a handful, and they kind of went away,
Hmm.
and they had to get their production issues straight. But it was a delivery event, but they didn't deliver a lot of vehicles.
Hmm.
So I think they're gonna do something like that with the Tesla Semi. It's probably gonna be like a fleet of like Walmart trucks or something like that.
Yeah. Pickup truck. You said that all we would get is a shadowy teaser image, only showing the silhouette.
Yeah, I think that's all we're gonna get. Like we got that image for the Model Y. They did something like that for the Model 3. They did it for the Tesla Semi. Just a shadow outline image. I don't think we're gonna get a lot about the pickup truck because it's further down the line.
I think we're gonna get a little bit more. We might get like an illustration.
Like a drawing.
Yeah, like a little sketch of how it's supposed to look.
Okay.
A little bit more. Like these are the concepts. Bloop.
I think for the Roadster, I don't think we're going to get any information. I think they're going to be completely quiet about it. It's a $200,000 car.
It floats.
Yeah, it floats. It floats. It walks on water.
We might get a video of it floating.
I don't think it does float. I don't think we're going to get that. Oh, yeah. I don't think they're going to say anything about the Roadster. That's my prediction. No official word about the Roadster.
He might just blow your mind and it might float.
Like, and I'm not talking about like Elon tweeting
No.
random things that may or may not actually happen. I'm saying I don't think anything's like gonna be changed on the website or anything like that about the Roadster. Supercharging. I think the version 3 supercharging will be announced alongside the S and X interior refresh. So I think at the same event that or at the same time that they show off the Model S and X refresh, they're going to show off version 3 supercharger.
Yep. I agree. They've sold a lot of cars. They need to put that out there and show what that's going to look like. Too many cars on the road not to have a new one.
More with supercharging. Currently, there are 12,000 stalls worldwide. I think by the end of the year, there will be 19,000.
19,000?
Their goal for the end of last year was, I believe it was 18,000.
I'm not going to think they're going to get to 19,000.
And they did a lot last year.
I'm going to say it's going to be more like, I'm going to say 17. They got a lot of stuff they're going to be doing.
But I think that's different. And a lot of their work is just making the superchargers. I think they have like exterior teams that actually install them, like other electrical companies. I'm not 100% sure on that.
But they got that version.
That's what I know that for sure. That's what Electrify America does with their chargers. So I would imagine Tesla does the same or similar.
I don't know.
Autopilot. My big guess is that when Hardware 3 is available, I think that enhanced autopilot is going to be standard on the Model S and X. Even though I'm not really the biggest
Don't want it.
fan of autopilot. I'm kind of a bad Tesla owner because I'm not tooting the horn of autopilot. I don't.
No,
I just don't think it's that great.
You don't
but,
like to crash, possibly.
But
It's okay with
I think enhanced autopilot is going to be standard, and you're going to have to pay maybe like $5,000 for full self-driving.
Well, at the price that it is now, I need to include everything. You need to stop. If it include everything, it needs to just go ahead and give me everything at that price. Stop playing games.
And that would count too. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it sooner than that.
Yeah, don't keep playing these little games with all these add-ons. If you want to charge me almost $100,000 for a car, give me everything.
So the only prediction I have for Tesla Energy is that I will not get my Powerwall in 2019. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm gonna get it.
I don't think so either.
I also think that they're gonna announce some type of modification to the solar roof. They seem to be having a really hard time getting the production of that ramped up. They announced that a while ago,
Yeah.
and they've only did a few installations. I've seen a couple people post some pictures, but I think they're gonna have to announce something that's gonna allow them to do more installations. They aren't doing a lot at all.
The problem with that is the education is low on that in other states. It might be great in California and some of
I
the.
think all the installations have been in California, if I'm not mistaken,
I mean, it might be great in California, but
and they still haven't done that many. But I think they're making these sales in New York at Gigafactory. I guess that'd be Gigafactory 2.
I think they're gonna get some new shingles. How about that?
I think they might redesign a lot of it because it seems they seem to be having a hard time getting them out. So I think they might even do another event for the shingles.
Too many events.
Hey, maybe not this year because I don't think the solar roof is really high priority. So we might not hear anything about it. Wish list.
Mainly mine.
Yeah, this is mainly yours.
My wish list. Number 1. You need to connect with Apple Music. I love Slacker because I used to have Slacker, but I want Apple Music.
She loves Slacker, and then she found Apple Music, and she threw Slacker to the curb.
No, you told me I could only pay for one because
Huh?
you're cheap like that.
She threw Slacker to the curb.
You told me pick one, and I said, well, I guess I'll do this one. There we go.
I mean, it's not like Netflix and Hulu; they're not offering different things or anything. Just saying.
Says the person who never used Slacker
Huh?
and barely used Apple Music until I enlightened him.
Well, you didn't enlighten me. It's the way the account was set up. It
No.
just didn't want to let me do anything. The way the account was set up, it was asking for permission for me to download apps on my own phone. I am a grown man. I don't need permission from anybody to download apps on my phone.
You sound like
Your wish list.
Rivian. Real feminine.
Go on with your wish list.
Number 2, I want to be able to watch video while I'm in park on my big screen. You got me playing games.
That's something that they might as well go ahead and do. The only issue with that is, can it properly process the video? And I think the newer chips can. They can do games.
Let me get Netflix on there.
They can do a giant. It's basically a video of fire for romance mode.
Let me get Hulu on there.
Basically a video. You okay? Or it can be cool if they could just have it to where your phone just does everything and the screen just mirrors your phone.
Yeah.
That'd be fine also, because
I don't care.
that way you aren't using up all of their data that they have that they're using with AT&T or whoever they're using locally.
True.
I think that might be the biggest issue actually, because they'd have to spend a lot more money on data.
My next, number 3. We need bigger cup holders.
Such a weird demand.
I demand bigger cup holders.
That's what you want the Model S refresh, Model S and X.
Yes. Number 4, I need improved cup holders for the rear.
They were talking about doing that because those cup holders in the rear, like you can bump into them and they just come out.
Yeah.
Like I didn't find those. I accidentally found them by just bumping into them. I didn't even know they were back there when I first got the car.
If you're back there, you easily bump into them and they just start coming out and you keep pushing them in, you keep pushing them in, you keep pushing them in. Yeah.
And they might as well have the cup holders that are in the seat that kind of fold down in the center.
Yeah.
Because when you're using the cup holders in the center console when you're in the back, nobody can sit in the center anyway.
You're moving too fast down my list. That's
What?
on my list.
What? Oh, that's a Model X. That's something else. Go ahead. You can go.
We need rear seat entertainment for the kiddies.
Yeah.
It's time. If you're gonna charge me $100,000, I need to have TVs everywhere. Just TVs, just TVs.
Yeah, Model S has a 17-inch screen for the driver and in their entertainment, and there's nothing in the back.
It's not like my kids can watch anything because they're rear seat facing, so it would be pointless.
Yeah, it could be nice if like there was like just even just one little drop down monitor or something
Maybe
in a
like a
headrest or
twist.
something. Or
But see, that's the thing. I don't know where you would put it for like, you can't have two drop down monitors. Well, you could have two drop down monitors. I don't know how that works.
the Model X.
Yeah.
Because the Model X is the one that really needs it since it's
Yeah.
kind of the family hauler.
I would say the Model X.
The
you could
drop
have two.
down monitors in a Model X could be a little tricky because if you're sitting in the second row seats, there's a little piece of glass over your head.
They would need to be in the back of the headrest.
Yeah.
But that leads me to go, just hold on. Just hold on.
Wait, what you got? What you got?
Hold on. I'm getting there.
Well, you get that in.
We need bigger headrests. I skipped one, but I'm coming back to that one. We need bigger headrests. Some of us don't have those little tiny little heads.
I always wore extra large helmet when I played football.
I need support for my neck and my head. I need a nice cushion headrest. So when I'm eating my food in my car and I lay my head back, I want to feel the comfort.
We're live, so I can't really show a picture, but if you Google pictures of the Tesla Model S headrest, it's kind of like almost like a point.
It's like this.
And if you look at like
What am I doing?
like the larger
It's like
luxury
this.
vehicles like the Mercedes, Lincolns, Cadillacs, Lexus,
It's
BMW,
an oval.
they have like a big wide
block.
headrest.
Yeah, give me that big old block. I want that. I want the pillow.
That'll also be nice when I just want to just chill in the car. Sometimes I just take my break in the car,
That's what I just said.
and you just because like when you
Just gonna keep going
when you
on
want
what
to
I
just recline the seat backwards and just lay back, that headrest is like it's almost useless. Like my head's gonna fall off of there. I'm agreeing with you.
You repeating what I just said.
What? I said it in a different way though.
Oh, so now it's your turn to. Anyways, we need a mobile hotspot.
Explain.
I don't know.
Hmm?
I don't know. Our car should be a mobile hotspot. Yeah, that was something that GM started offering. I don't know if they do that anymore. Allows your. Oh, so when I'm in there, this is where I got this from. I want to be able to have my laptop. So my desk, I'm moving, as you can see the pattern, I'm moving from my desk to my car to work.
The more I think about that, the more I think they won't do it just because they have to pay for the data. And a lot of people are using their phones as mobile hotspots anyway.
It doesn't matter.
But it would be nice to have somewhere to plug in a laptop in the Model S and X. Is that on there? Oh, it's on there too. I'm just thinking.
Shut up.
With the term. Yes, ma'am.
A seatbelt adjuster. Their seatbelts right now are stationary. They come out, and that's it. I'm short. Zach is tall. What works for Zach doesn't work for me. Your seatbelt cuts off my neck. Fix it.
And those are things that you would expect with just them just having more experience and them just refreshing the interior to match cars that are at the price level that they're setting the price to.
Something. Next thing, in the Model X, bring back the console in the 6-seater. That center console is needed in some of those cars. It's needed.
It's nice to have it as an option at least.
Yes.
And for $97,000,
I should be able to get whatever I want in the center. Point blank, period. In the Model S, we need a rear seat center console.
I kind of spilled the beans on that one earlier. I didn't realize I did until just
I
now.
told you you did.
You went ahead and announced it anyway, just to shame me.
I told you you did.
Okay, moving on to the next one.
Oh, in the Model X.
Yep.
Above the tires, they have black,
It's more of a gray.
whatever. That should be all metal,
Yeah, all body color.
all body color. Get rid of that cheap plastic. It's $100,000 car. Get with the program.
Yeah, yeah. That was a good observation by you. It's something that I've kind of just accepted. But if
I
they're gonna
will
be
not.
selling a car for $97,000, it shouldn't have like that plastic outline.
That's
on the outside.
cheap. That is cheap.
That's not nice looking.
That is cheap. Okay. We need more wheel choices. Right now, I think we only have 3.
Yeah.
I believe you need to bring in at least one more
You
choice.
have
You have
slipstream, dark, and turbine.
one of those wheels is really dark.
2 of them are dark.
Well, 2 of them, like one is like a dark gray, then the other one's black.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We need another silver. Those are not good choices.
I don't even know if that'll happen because a lot of car manufacturers don't really give you that many options for wheels.
Well, a lot of them give you a lot of the regular wheel colors too.
Mm-hmm.
Next, for the person that spilled the beans, I want a 120 outlet. I want to be able to plug my laptop in. I want to be able to plug a couple different things in there. Remember, I'm going from work to car. When I'm taking a road trip, if I need to plug in my iPad because it's really low, I need a big brick to plug in. I need to be able to plug that in.
And they have some USB outlets. And those are good. Those are okay for your phone, but they're pretty low power. So if you're using your phone when you're plugged into one of those USB outlets, your battery still going to be draining. So yeah, I would prefer a 120 that has some real power to it.
Next, the Model S. The lighting is terrible. Those 2 little dots
She's complaining about that the whole
don't
time.
shine any light.
They don't. They're pretty. It's pretty dark in there. It doesn't help that the car is all black on the inside of mine.
It doesn't shine anything. Doesn't matter what color's in your car. Those 2 little dots don't produce enough light.
The good thing is the Model X has the standard lights over in the sun visor. And the 3 has it too.
It only works if the sun visor is always down. 2 little lights. Get rid of them. Find some regular lights like a regular car. Next. I know everybody has the Model 3 and they probably like their landscape screen. I don't. I'm short. I have short arms, little T-Rex arms. Keep the screen the way it is. I can reach it with ease.
That's something people think that the refresh Model S and X will have. They think they're gonna switch the direction of the screen, and that just means that at that point I'd rather the screen just be smaller because that's gonna be really far to have to reach all the way across to press
Look at how short my arms are.
whatever they decide to put on the right side of the screen.
I already drive pretty semi-decent. Don't add a screen that I have to touch all the way while driving. No landscape screen.
I have a wish list of items that I can add to this that I know that they aren't gonna add.
It better not
I
be
would
already
like-
on the list.
I would like to have more buttons on the steering wheel so I can have more controls.
Thank you. What do you want on the steering wheel?
I would like to have more buttons on the steering wheel. There aren't really a lot of buttons. And I like to be able to control things with the buttons and not having to use a touchscreen. I know at some point in the future you're going to be able to use your voice to control everything, and I think that's what they want, but we aren't there yet. Voice control is they're kind of bad right now. Every time if it's Siri or Alexa or the Tesla, like you start saying things and it just spits just gibberish out at you, and it gets frustrating. I don't like that. I don't like it.
I'm thinking of that movie where they were driving. Wait, Vacation.
Why is he so angry?
Never mind this. Next, I want to have independent climate control in the rear. Everybody needs to be able to control their own climate. I don't want to hear if you're hot. I don't want to hear if you're cold. Change it. But don't change me.
Yeah, that should definitely be on the Model X because
$100,000. That's why it should be on the Model X.
I know a lot of, I want to say it's Yukon XLs that have that.
A lot of cars have that, and they're not expensive.
A lot of the SUVs with third rows, I believe they have that for the back seats.
A lot of cars have that. The next thing, if I'm driving a high-tech car, I want to be able to see what those high-tech results look like. I want to be able to pull a report from my car. So if the cop tells me I'm speeding, I want to be able to pull up my report and bring it and say, look, I wasn't speeding.
This is how someone with a lead foot thinks. Preparing for the speeding ticket.
Shut up.
And the fight. No, and she's going to fight the law.
And I probably gonna lose.
Yep.
But you know what? I'll be prepared. Anyways. I think these are yours. Yep.
Oh, yeah, because you don't know what that is.
I'm done.
So Tesla, so the Model 3 is going to have a CCS charger for Europe, and they have the adapter that they're going to use, that they're installing into all the superchargers. So I think Tesla may announce the ability for other vehicles to use the supercharger at a pay-per-use rate. Instead of making
bring all them people to this.
So instead of making a deal with like GM or Ford or Chrysler, whoever, like anyone with a CCS that can charge there, they can make their own account individually and charge. Now the thought there is like, why bring in all these other people? Why bring in all these other people?
Exactly.
All the other people are the Model 3 owners. Those are the people that are coming flooding in. The other car companies, they're only producing like maybe like 1/10 the cars that Teslas are making. But Tesla plans on making. That's not going to be.
Yet, though.
It's not going to be a lot of people.
But they haven't jumped out there yet. We still have the e-tron. Jaguar has their car that you can never get your hands on because it's never at the dealership.
And until they prove that they're going to actually produce that vehicle at a volume number, then I don't think that there's something that people need to fear. It seems like a lot of people think that these other companies are suddenly just going to flip the switch and they're just going to mass produce electric vehicles, and it doesn't really seem like they are all that motivated.
Justice says as long as you charge the non-Teslas a premium.
Well, of course. It'll probably be. I don't think it'll be like an insane rate, because I do think they have this goal that they want to accelerate the road's transition to sustainable energy. So I don't think they're going to just like totally hose people with other electric vehicles, but it'll probably be a little more than the Model 3 uses, I would imagine, because there's probably a little more software and everything that they would have to do to get them connected, since it's not their vehicle.
I'll stay where y'all at, and we gonna stay where we at. How about that?
Why are you say that, and I feel like we're gonna be like throwing gang signs from our supercharger, and they're gonna be over there at the Electrify America side. And everybody's just gonna be mugging each other.
Yes.
Tesla side.
You think they'll start changing superchargers in the States to CCS?
I, uh, I think maybe way down the line they might do that, but we're kind of almost too far along to do it now because they made so many Model 3s that have the standard charger. I don't think they're going to change anything until they announce version 3. The version 3 supercharger. If the version 3 supercharger is CCS, then yeah, they will. And they might make an adapter for the current Teslas to use the version 3, if that's even possible.
Y'all just stay on y'all side. Hey, you missed my wish list. It was dope.
But in Europe there's a standard charging, so they pretty much have to do it there.
My wish list was amazing.
That's it.
If anyone else has any wishes they would like to see in a Tesla, comment. Woo! I would love to see them.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. Didn't I say something about the? Oh no, they stopped doing that.
That's the game. I don't know if anyone was watching when I announced the initial rules. So get your predictions in. Be specific. Things that you think Tesla's going to be doing this year for production. With Model Y, Model S, Model X, Tesla Semi. Anything you think that they're going to be doing, get it in the comments. And the person who gets the most right is going to win a Hot Wheels Tesla.
You gonna be riding in style.
Just Hot Wheels track not included. I just threw it out there since you're talking about riding in style.
They can ride on regular carpet.
Are we done?
I don't know. I'm waiting to see if anyone else has any wishes, so I can keep them down. Because I'm gonna send Tesla an email. My husband doesn't ever want me to contact Tesla.
Oh, crap.
What time you gotta get up, husband?
I have to wake up for work in the morning and then
In 11 minutes.
and no, not in 11 minutes, but tomorrow I go to work pretty early.
What time you gotta wake up for work? What time do you have to wake up for work?
It's 10 o'clock now.
What time you gotta wake up for work?
12.
What? 12:35. Okay, everybody. Good night. Y'all have a...
You want to see something cool?
No, I don't.
Check that out. Look at those. That's my life. What time I wake up all the time. Wake up early.
Good night, y'all, because my husband knows that I don't like him to be driving sleepy.
Tomorrow's adventure will be brought to you by 5-Hour Energy Drink.
In Rivian.
Rivian.
You have a Tesla. No, he has a semi that he gotta go pull. So, just tweet Elon your suggestions. I ain't got no Twitter.
No. Oh.
I ain't got no Twitter.
Who said tweet your suggestions? Elon never responds to me on Twitter. What are you doing?
Bye. See ya.